This is a matchup we've been waiting for. Conference rivals who don't like each other very much, and heightened intensity here because both teams come in ranked in the top 10. And welcome to Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 10th-ranked team, the Alabama Crimson Tide. 3A Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. The Sooners will kick it away to start us off. They'll return it from inside the 5. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. So Alabama's offense is on the field for the first time today. And all eyes, Kirk, in this matchup of elite wide receivers. They got great skill. They got big personalities. You know they want to outdo each other in this showdown today.
Well, it's a showcase opportunity for both of these two wide receivers. A lot of eyes on them, not only in college football, but I don't know the last time, Chris, we were on the field pregame and saw so many NFL personnel evaluating these two to see who ends up stepping up and playing better.
Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
You know, Chris, if we would have told Bear Bryant that Alabama would have a wide receiver that won a Heisman in recent years, I don't think he would have believed us. But that's where we are. They've been some great ones in the past, and we're seeing some great-looking receivers on this unit right now.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Brought down after the nice spin move. Just a small gain by the offense.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Scanning the field. It's Simpson. Caught by the receiver. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain in that play.
Boy, the slant route is already a difficult pass to defend in man coverage, but especially against a receiver like that. Man, good luck. Big receiver, they can use their body to shield the defensive back from the ball if it's placed correctly by the quarterback.
Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Stout defense there. It's a 3-yard loss on that run.
Well, the quarterback keeps the ball. He's trying to make a big play on third down. He probably should have gotten the ball out of his hands. Now, we've got a big fourth down coming up.
The punt team making their way on the field.
On to kick it away.
The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. The Oklahoma Sooners offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. They will go up against a secondary group that talks about the no-fly zone. These guys are confident in their ability to just lock down wide receivers and take away the opponent's passing game.
Seems like every year in college football, there's secondaries around the country that want to brag that they have the best group of defensive backs. I think this defense and this secondary specifically has a very strong case with what they have to work with. The question I have is, how will the offense consistently move the ball against this group today?
Here's a 1st and 10 play. Grab down the middle. It's Burks. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, when you sit back and play zone defense like this, what you allow is your defense to have eyes on the football. Here, they give up the catch, but you can see how they rally to the football. There's just nowhere to go for this slot receiver.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Scrambling and throwing it deep. He makes the grab at the 30 and still going. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
And the Sooners starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Short throw complete to the tight end. As the tight end flex out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
That completion makes it second and medium. Handoff from the shotgun. And test the middle and gets stuffed. That is just not open for business today.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. And the pass is complete to the tight end. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there. Down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Looking to throw. It's Mateer. And that falls incomplete as time runs out in the quarter. Getting set for the second quarter here. Both offenses searching for a spark. They didn't do much in the first quarter at all. As we get lined up here for quarter number 2, we'll see if the offenses can get going. They didn't do much in the opening quarter. So we begin the second quarter with a field goal attempt as the kicking team is out there. So it'll be a chip shot from the right hash mark. Oh, and he's off target. It's no good. And with that miss, the score will stay right where it is.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. Can they begin to click now? Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Now it's second down here. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver. After the second down incompletion, they'll have to convert here on third down and 8. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
What a hit there on third down. The timing was perfect, and now we got a big fourth down play.
And the punt team makes its way onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. No doubt the last drive was deflating. They had to settle for a field goal attempt, but missed it. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
I can see what the quarterback's trying to do here, Chris, and he gets the completion, but just no gain. There's just no room to go after the catch.
That completion makes it second down. To throw, it's Mateer. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's third down and long from the 45. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Caught over the middle. It's Sategna. They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
That's reeled in. It's Lewis. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
After missing the field goal on their last drive, they got to do something here on third down to even get into field goal range. Looks right for a quick completion. The Sooners look to keep this drive moving.
Hey, I don't blame the defense here at all, Chris, for bringing the blitz. It's third down and short. You got to get pressure on the quarterback, but you got to tip your cap to this quarterback. I think he was anticipating the blitz, so he's able to get the ball out of his hands quickly and pick up the first down.
The Sooners keep the football on the move. They'll try to run it with the option. They'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Oh, my gosh, give this defense all the credit in the world. They had their eyes in the right position, playing assignment football. Quarterback just looking for daylight, couldn't find anywhere to go there on the keeper on the option. Again, that's great assignment football by the defense.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Dropping back, it's Mateer. With the catch, it's Burks. They bring it down after a short gain there.
Chris, we're still early in this game, and you can already sense the chemistry between this quarterback and the wide receiver. These two just make it look so easy.
They come up third and short. This is the 8th play of the drive. Out of the gun now on third down. He's running out of time here. And the junior decides to pick up the first down himself. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here.
What a job by this quarterback, having an idea of exactly where he is on the field. Third down scramble, doesn't get it into the end zone, but guess what? Picks up that first down. We got a first and goal.
Makes the catch. Can he get in? Run down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. See if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Looking for a man. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Sooners.
You put 5 wide receivers into a formation that puts so much pressure on the defense. Do you have enough guys that can cover? Quarterback does such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting it.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open the scoring. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Looking to pass. It's Simpson. Tries the right with a quick throw. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. They bring it down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
Great execution here by this offense against zone coverage with a curl route. Hit that last step in your drop. You see where you want to go with it. Put it right on his shoulder for a first down.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Short pass finds the tight end. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
That completion makes it second and short. From the shotgun, handoff inside. They moves the ball to about the 45. That's good for a first down.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Horton. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Empty set now. 5 wide. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Grab down the middle. It's Cuevas. And he'll be brought down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. The pocket breaking down. And he decides to just throw it away. That's going to bring up 4th down now.
Oof, the risk of throwing on 3rd and short. Lots of second guessing going over on that sideline about that play call. You got to wonder if they're going to go for it anyway on 4th down, but what will be the play call?
Punt team ready to boot it away. Looking to flip the field here. And that will bounce and roll out of bounds, so no return. So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? And they'll run it out of the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Tuscaloosa. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the second half.
Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. The passing game's been on fire. The defense has had no answer for it. Let's see if they found some solutions at halftime. They begin with a quick throw to the left. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Makes the grab. It's Burks. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
The shotgun handoff here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Here's the second down play. Back to pass. It's Mateer. The receiver makes the catch. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Drop him back. Looking to throw for the first down. Looking deep to the right side. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
And the Sooners will line up to kick it away. That's just the first punt for this offense tonight. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain in return. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looking downfield near the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. Catch made on the left side. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a first down.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Crucial 3rd down play after that completion. Scanning the field. It's Simpson. And it's caught. They stop him at the 45, but that's good for a first down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback drops back. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 40. 1st and 10.
A nice throw and a great catch by another Alabama wide receivers. And that's really where we are anymore with Alabama. You just come to expect great receivers like this. You think back in recent years to Amari Cooper and Jerry Jeudy, Jalen Waddle, Devontae Smith. The list goes on and on. Boy, they've got some great-looking receivers on this squad.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on their ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
So now from the 29, it's 3rd down and short. Oh, and he fumbles. The offense able to fall on it and avoid the turnover. Got lucky that time.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks have got to do a better job of having awareness and taking care of the football. I felt like he got the ball away from his body there a little bit, allowing it to be knocked free. He caught a break because one of his own teammates was able to see that and get on top of the ball.
QB decides to keep it here. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. As we hit the quarter break, it's Oklahoma on top, sitting in pretty good position as we wrap up the third quarter. Let's check out the game stats so far. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. First down and more. He's still running. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Fires it to the wideout. Oh, and he dropped it. Very uncharacteristic play by this wide receiver. Second down.
These in-breaking routes can be tough on these receivers, sometimes worried about a big hit from a safety or a linebacker. Definitely not focused on the football here, or you would have been able to bring that one in.
Getting set. Here's second down. Off the play fake. Look at the pass it. He's got it right near the end zone. And he scores! Touchdown! Tie! Well, the call was sort of predictable, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down into the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
See if they can convert the point after.
They're on for the extra point.
And that PAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Return starts from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. Last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. Really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Throws it to the right. Wide open downfield. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. Breaks into open space. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Well, this is why the offensive coordinator trusts his quarterback on these RPOs. He made the right read, was able to pick up some good yards. Now they have a second down and manageable. Wouldn't be surprised if they run that RPO again.
Second down after that previous play. Direct snap to the back. The Sooners pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
The Sooners pick up enough yardage for a first down. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. They'll run it. from the gun.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
One of the biggest plays we've had so far. Third down and the crowd really getting into it. To throw, it's Mateer. Bringing pressure. Over the middle, it's Gibson. And gain enough to set up first down now at the 39.
Big conversion there on third down to the receiver. Quarterbacks love a guy that they can depend on in these kind of situations.
And the Sooners line up on 1st and 10 now. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Lets it fly out of the wideout. Catch made in space. Look out. Catch made quickly, but a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 25.
We'll see if the defense stays in zone after that big play, or if they can change things up on this drive and get a little bit more aggressive.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. Quarterback keeps the football. Stopped right there at the line. No gain. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
Man, this defense can fly to the football as a group. That's great team pursuit. The quarterback a little unsure on whether he should keep it or pitch it, and the defense makes him pay for that with their speed.
And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here.
Positive yards at this point in the game are always important, especially now that you're starting to get well within the range of a field goal to take the lead. But if I'm this offensive coordinator and quarterback, I'm thinking about a touchdown here late in the game.
Quick throw caught on the left side. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. So on 4th down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. He missed it. Off target that time. But there's a flag down. We could get another try.
Personal foul. Looking to kick kicker. Defense.
The kicker's got to be protected in a defenseless position like that. That penalty is going to give the offense a first down. To the air, it's Mateer. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. Brought down at the 2 after the catch. The offense close to punching it in.
Chris, I love to see this. Nothing open downfield, so he does the right thing by checking it down to his back, who's dangerous in the open field, picks up some really good yards, but that clock is still a big factor here.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire. Touchdown, Oklahoma. They have taken the lead, but time running down.
Chris, I thought we might be headed to overtime here, but this offense would not be denied. Outstanding execution, and they take the lead. Now it's all about can their defense hold on to see if they can get this win.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
That makes the score Oklahoma 14, Alabama 7.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's when the drive will start. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Cuevas. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Chris, look at the clock here. We're under a minute to play, and it's a completion, but it's not very effective. The defense's job is to just keep everything in front of them. The offense has got to come up with different ways to manipulate that coverage and take some shots downfield.
Back to throw. It's Simpson. And he'll just throw it away to avoid the sack.
Hey, really good call here by the defensive coordinator working with the lead in the fourth quarter. Get 6 defensive backs with that dime look. Cover as much ground as you can and have as much speed as you can. The quarterback may have been confused there and just threw the ball away.
Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. And the pass is incomplete as time runs out. Game over. Well, when you're a team that comes in, Kirk, with great expectations, big goals at the end, you're going to get tested. They were tested here today by another ranked team. I was impressed how they responded.
Chris, there's no doubt about it. I think the thing that really stood out to me is the way they played for 4 quarters, just dominating football. And this is a team that's had to deal with being kind of the hunted, the team that knows that every single week teams want to bring them down. They took on a very talented team today and just dominated them.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.